Blugoblin here, ready for part 2 of my comic book review blog for the week of November the 12th. This is all DC, so let's just get right to it. There's only going to be 4 books in this part. I didn't get very many. Let's see, Batman Cacophony, number 1. I don't know if that's how you pronounce this word or not. I don't give a shit. It's a good book. Kevin Smith, enough said, right? I think any fan of Kevin Smith's writing, where he does books, movies, or television, if you're a fan of Kevin Smith, pick this book up, even if you don't read Batman. This was incredible. I love the cover. This is another one of those pictures I want hanging on my wall, but I don't have the heart to rip this cover off and hang it, and hang the son of a bitch on my wall. But the thing is, Deadshot breaks into Arkham Asylum, and he says he's going to free the Joker so he can kill him. Okay, fair enough. Okay, and the villain of the real villain of the story, I guess you can call him Cacophony. I don't think his name's ever mentioned in this book, but every time a sound effect goes around, every time he hears a sound effect, he says it. So if he hears vroom, he says vroom. He hears a gunshot, he goes bang, 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 and he shoots Deadshot in the head, and the Joker says one of my favorite lines in this movie. Oh my God, Deadshot got shot dead. I love this shit. This is very good stuff. Joker makes a lot of jokes that are way up there. Maxie Zeus plays a part in this storyline. Maxie Zeus, I'm going to put it on record that Maxie Zeus is one of the lamest villains I've ever seen in comic books. I mean, he's even more lame than Screwball in Amazing Spider-Man. Now, that's fucking lame. But other than that, Batman Cacophony number 1, pick this shit up. You will love it. Speaking of Batman, we're sticking with the bats here. This is Detective Comics 850. Very good shit. I love this. The Heart of Hush series is concluded in this issue. It's a giant book. Paul Dini, gotta give you props again, Paul. This is very good stuff. And I heard recently that Paul Dini is going to be writing for the Batman comic book series along with Detective Comics, and I'm like, excellent. I love that shit. Paul Dini, in case you don't know who that is, he's the same guy that gave us Batman the Animated Series. This is very good. Catwoman survives. I didn't want to spoil that, but then again, I don't give a shit. I love this. This is very good. I love the homage to all the Batmobiles, and here you got Batmobiles from the Michael Keaton movie. You got the Batmobile from the 1960s Adam West series. You got the Batmobile from the animated series. You got the Batman from the 30s. Not the Batman, the Batmobile, excuse me. The Batmobile from the 30s. And I love how Hush says this. Man, Bruce, you got a car for every mood swing. This is incredible. This is the perfect time to jump onto Detective Comics, especially when Paul Dini's writing it. Go ahead and pick it up. It's very good. Now this right here, the 3rd book here, this is a series that doesn't get much applause, but it does for me because it's a team I followed through most of my childhood. Let's talk about the Titans. This is Titans number 7. Have the Titans met their match? Oh, excuse me. It says the Titans have met their match. Okay, excuse me. Match returns. For those of you who don't know who Match is, he's a clone of Superboy, who Superboy was a clone of Superman back during the reign of Superman shit. And he's a clone going wrong. He's kind of like a Superboy Bizarro kind of shit. Possessed by Jericho. Jericho, who was recently revealed as the killer in the DC Universe Decisions. Now, that storyline was awesome. But Jericho just shows how low he's willing to go in order to have his way. He fools the Titans into believing that he's wanting to get out of possessing Match, because he makes the Titans believe that Match is in control, when it's actually revealed at the end of the issue that Match was never in control. It was Jericho, and when Jericho gets out of Match, and when they take Match into custody, he snaps his fingers, lights go out, the lights come back on, and the Titans say, oh my God, he's in one of us. Now, it's not that big of a mystery. Look at this page. Okay, if you can see that very well, You can tell by the looks on their faces. Who do you think Jericho is possessing? Look at this last page and then look at their faces. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought so too. But, you know, despite what I hear people say, especially what I hear Craig say at Grandland, this is actually a nice series. I like it. It's nowhere. It doesn't have nearly the magic that Marv Wolfman and George Perez gave this team in the 80s with the new Teen Titans back in the day. But this is still an interesting team up. I love it. I don't read Teen Titans with Tim Drake. I'm sorry. That's just me. Finally, we're going back to Batty. Batman Confidential 23. Now, this was a series I got onto very late. I didn't pick this up until... I didn't start picking up this series until the, we call it the Bat and the Cat storyline with Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, and the Catwoman. That was really good stuff. I just wish it wasn't 5 parts long. Now, I haven't fully finished reading this book, but from what I can get from it, it's actually pretty decent stuff. I just love the cover. The artwork could use a bit. The artwork could use a little more pizzazz. It could use a little work. Other than that, this is once again an interesting storyline. The Joker on trial. I love the cover. So stop me if you've heard this one. A psycho killer faces a judge for sentencing. One is assaulted peanut. Yeah, dipshit joke. I know, but all in all, this is a nice series. I missed the last issue. If anybody knows the details of the last issue, feel free to tell me. I would like to know. But Batman Confidential is a series that I highly recommend you at least read. You don't have to subscribe to it like I subscribe to Detective Comics, but this is interesting stuff. But however, the only flaw I have with this particular issue is that the artwork needs some improvement. That's all I can say. So I guess that's it for right now. So until my next video, this is Blue Goblin signing off. I'll see you later.